welcome back to my Stevenson Weekender sailboat build. After a year and a half of waiting, it is finally time for the Maiden Voyage. After the couple-hour drive to Greers Ferry Lake here in Arkansas where I live, I got the mast raised and the standing rigging tightened. It was a beautiful day with winds predicted around 9 knots with gusts of 17 knots. Eager with excitement, I backed the trailer down the ramp, and as the boat touched the water for the first time, I'm just kidding, everything went great. The boat seemed to float like a cork and seemed very well balanced. And while I was still attached to the trailer, I got the trolling motor hooked on. The boat is relatively light and was easy to get off the trailer, and I walked it over to the courtesy dock while my daughters got loaded up and ready to take off.
Ah!
Bye! Don't drown.
Once we got out into the cove, I moved up front to raise the sails. I do apologize in advance that I wasn't able to get higher quality or more footage of me doing the setup and actually sailing. I do have some GoPro footage of us sailing the boat here in a few seconds, but most of the shots and video are from my family that was back on the dock. I'm confident that this is the first of many outings on this boat, and so I'll try to show more detailed footage of all the running rigging and actual sailing in upcoming videos. Everything with the setup went fairly smoothly. We did have one bit of excitement just after I'd set up both sails. We had a big gust of wind that heeled us over nearly sideways. That puckered us all up a little, but once I had a better feel for the boat, we didn't have any more of those extreme heel over episodes. spent a good 3 or 4 hours sailing around that day. But as the evening approached, the wind picked up and the main part of the lake got pretty choppy and uncomfortable. So we sailed back into our cove and lowered the sails and got it back onto the trailer without much difficulty. A few of you asked for what I might have changed now that I've taken it out for the first time. At the top of the mast, the plans called for these 2 single blocks for the peak halyard. This setup seemed to let the 2 ropes bind together and made it hard to lower the sail, so when I got home I changed it out for this double block. Also, this trolling motor mount that I 3D printed has the top parallel with the back rail, so I reprinted it to make the top parallel with the bottom of the boat. This will allow the weight of the trolling motor to be more plumb, so it will put less torque on the mount. One other thing I think I'm going to change is that instead of tying off the throat halyard and the jib halyard at the mast base, I'm going to run those through blocks back to the cockpit so that I can drop the sails from where I sit instead of having to go up front. I think I'll end this video here. I very much appreciate you watching, and I hope that you have a blessed day.